Throughout my colourful sexual history, I always felt like it's a bit too good to be true that I didn't get a scare, and that led me to be very scared that I was infertile. The day that my period is supposed to come, which by my standard is already quite late.
They say that every dish tells a story, and today we'll be revealing one of the most personal ones, and that is what you would eat for your final feast. So today, I have a very special guest. She is none other than my ex-screen partner, Renae.
Rainier fans, rejoice!
Yes, hashtag Rainier. The last time that we did a video, you were engaged, right?
I was only engaged, I was not married.
Yeah, it was a fiance.
Oh,
Jason was your fiance.
He was my finance.
But today is a very special one because you are already married. And you are?
Is my baby daddy.
Basically, she's pregnant, guys.
I'm pregante.
So today, actually, we're gonna be eating some food. And you're gonna tell me about stories regarding that food, but you're not eating for one person, you're eating for two.
It's you.
Yeah.
I'll be dishing about the dishes.
Since we're talking about final feast, you know the concept is if you tomorrow
Touch wood.
mati.
Oh my god! Whoa!
Touch wood.
Yes.
What would you eat today? Right? So for breakfast, what would you eat if it's your last breakfast?
I'm a very sentimental person, so the dishes that I would choose, right, of significance throughout the chapters of my life is the KFC breakfast wrap. Is that Milo?
Yes, it's Milo.
It's Milo from like fast food breakfast places. It's just extra gao, you know, from the machine.
Me too,
I think it's
me too.
from the years of gunk that they don't clean up.
Never clean.
I don't know, don't sue me. I know.
Yeah. So why pick this?
Oh, so
the
back
story?
in the day, it's my ritual, right? You know, when you're in secondary school, then you got exams, then you end quite early. So after my paper, I will go and buy this because it's still within the breakfast period.
Correct.
Then I'll eat it. Then I'll feel less shitty about my life because I probably did quite badly for the paper.
Oh no!
It's the only thing I got going on for me. Look at the tortilla. Hurricane tortilla. Okay, I'm excited to hear your review. Oh, so soft.
Oh, they have a tomato inside.
They got the chopped tomato.
Nice.
Usually I would dig them out, but this one, the other flavors cover it, so I'm alright with it.
A lot of people say they don't like KFC chicken, but the 11 herbs and spices, bruh.
I really like it.
I think you mentioned before that secondary school was like
My
the dark
worst
times.
era, I would say.
This was the light
Really?
at the end of the tunnel.
Somehow I was like kind of a big greasy child and preteen.
What does that mean? Or like with
on the-
pimples
on
and
the-
things.
On the report card, right, it's like borderline overweight.
Okay, that one I know. Because last time I
Were
was
you
also
overweight?
I was overweight. Then I was also in Tough
Were you in
Club.
Tough Club?
Yes.
Oh,
Tough Club is basically just FAT.
but you know what it
backwards.
stands for, right?
Yeah, trim and fit.
Yeah. I think they purposely call it TAF because it's like fat backwards.
Oh, because you want
So
to reverse the
mean.
fatness.
Oh my god, whoa! We
Whoa.
cracked the code. MOE.
MOE. Okay, but you were talking about your dark times.
Yes, it was really dark.
What was it?
Not to get too dark, but 2009, when I was in Sec 2, is the year that I wanted to KMS. And oh my god, your reaction. I was like severely depressed. Then, not you being like, okay, let's pause on the rap.
Yeah, I'm not gonna like.
Like, oh, tea. My main memory is suicide ideation. Like, that's how I went about my whole year. I mean, the fact that I'm here now and I'm happy and thriving and I have a baby on the way, I'm sort of glad that at least I knew I had a problem. Then I went to seek help. When I went to see the school counselor, and I really have to give a shout out to Miss So. She saved my life, basically. And there was so much stigma around mental health back in the day that when I told my close friends that, oh, I think today I will go and see the school counselor, their reaction was, huh, got so bad, man. Then they say like, you're not scared, people see you walk into the room, then they think
see
you're
you crazy.
Yeah. So it was tough, man, but I'm glad that, I took the necessary steps.
Yeah. What got you to that state?
The nature and nurture aspects of it, my upbringing was very turbulent. And then in terms of my lifestyle, like, I wasn't very healthy. I didn't move much. I was very sedentary, so I couldn't get like, all the endorphins and serotonin, all these kind of things. The chemicals were haywire.
Enough about the past.
Oh my gosh. Not the KFC rap triggering all these harrowing memories. Is Caesar salad my favorite salad? And also just by looking at it, I can tell it's from Soup Spoon because I eat Caesar salad from a lot of different places and I have like a database of all of them. OG fans know that it used to be sun-dried tomatoes and then they changed to cherry tomatoes, which when it first happened, I almost cried. It was so sad. But it's expensive, so I can understand why they would make this decision. You will like the croutons, I feel. It's rosemary croutons. Why do I know all this? Like,
oh my god, hey, you work in...
No, I never. I'm just a big fan. I spent my primary school years in Perth. In Australia, right, their supermarket salads are super next level. The ready-to-eat kits.
Yeah.
I think when I was in like primary 5, then my mum bought a pack of Caesar salad. Then I never eat this kind of thing before. Then when I see a big bowl of greens, I'm like, ew, like,
Yeah,
am I a rabbit eating
I'm surprised
grass?
that you eat this in primary school. Because nobody eats greens in primary school.
The dressing and the cheese, right? Oh, and the bacon, there were bacon chips. Oh my god, it took me to Flavor Town. And then I remember my mom tossed it in this big wooden bowl.
Yeah.
It's like those family style kind, right? I ate the whole bowl.
Shit.
And she know that I'm a very picky eater and usually my appetite not so good one. And she's like, oh my god, where did all the salad go? And then I told her, I love this, from now on can you keep buying it? So I like salad a lot, I like Caesar salad a lot. What I hate, right, is if you were to, let's say, bring salad to the office and eat among your colleagues,
Then they want to try.
some bugger will be like, are you like on a diet or something? That's all you're eating? While they eat their bak chor mee or whatever.
Yeah.
Then I'm like, hello, I've slathered it in creamy dressing. There's 1 kg of parmesan.
Correct.
Why must you judge me for having a good time? Then I realized that it's a real thing, especially, and somehow I'm a lady, so I guess it's not that bad. But one time I was talking to a male colleague, like he told me he don't know what to eat for lunch nowadays. Then I say, oh, you know, Subway got this series of they call it energy bowls.
Oh yes.
He was horrified. He was like,
why?
are you serious? A grown man like me eating a salad bowl, what will people think? Huh? And then I thought he was trying to be ironic, but no, he genuinely means that.
That's weird.
Like, wow, some people's perception about eating salad can be so
Maybe it's
extreme.
like the image is the OL, diet OL kind of vibe. I think also now they put salad with like tons of meats. That's why they have the grains and stuff. So that's a bit more manly, more gym.
Oh my god! And they'll have like names like what caveman bowl or something.
Isn't that just blue text?
What's that?
Like blue text is basically
like pink text
like
but for
pink text,
the
yeah.
tapo.
You know, mani pedis.
Oh, is it more expensive?
$10 more, bro. Yeah. So for example, how much is your Bugis plus whatever?
Oh, Bugis is damn cheap. 28.
28, right? I have to pay like 38. I got asked before, but they
not
said
that
no,
bad.
it's just for all males because we don't take care of it as often as
Oh,
females.
that's really unfair.
Right? Then the skin might be harder. And when she did it, right? Because that one I really never take care of my
You
feet.
look like she's grating cheese.
She really like,
Oh,
she's sweating. I can see the sweat.
that was a workout
so,
for her, man.
the blue text was worth for her, lah, I guess.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Now I'm curious if there's blue text for hair removal.
The IPL for guys.
Is this how you imagine IPL is done? The lady is holding 2 guns. and
Did I tell you
shooting
before? Did I tell you before?
What?
I was an IPL zapper.
You were the zapper? What the shit? Wait, why?
I don't think there's a blue text for that specific one. I think because it kind of like normalize it. Obviously, this episode is about you, but just talking about the IPL, right?
Oh my god, there's more to it. I'm scared.
There was once I go to Japan IPL last time.
Okay.
Last time they hire like foreigners, like maybe Malaysians, China peeps. It's just totally okay because they don't know anything from Singapore YouTube. Basically, the girl was very professional.
Yeah.
Then she did the whole thing, like she flip here, flip there,
Whoa.
slap, everything, right? At the end of the thing, right, when she already like
so scared.
putting the aloe vera in my mouth, you know what she said? By the way, I watched your videos. Then I'm
Oh
like,
my god. Wait, I'm so glad that she wait for the end.
correct.
If not,
So,
imagine
quite
the whole
professional.
time you will be like, how
So-
do I behave?
I feel like it was quite professional, but
Very
then
professional.
I never went back after that.
Huh.
Because she's there. I'm running away from the fact that somebody can see my face and know what my junk looks like.
Man.
This is technically dinner, right?
Oh
Just now
yes,
was
yes.
lunch.
It is my din din.
It's clearly from Domino's.
I love Domino's so much. It's my #1 favorite. Wow, I love their quality and the smell just gives me Australia memories. This is called the chicken parmigiana. And then it has, as you can see, it has a lot of olives, which some people might not like. Do you not like?
I don't like olives.
You can dig it out and give me. I love olives so much.
Wow, this is overkill, man.
I love how generous they are with the olives. So this is something that my parents frequently ordered for like our family dinners. Thank you.
And as you requested,
Oh my god, I love vanilla Coke.
vanilla Coke.
This one is another thing whereby I smell and it takes me back to my childhood home in Perth. I love vanilla Coke so much.
It's like a automatic Coke float.
So good. Wow. The crust is also very good.
Surprisingly, the olives are not putting me off.
I think the balance
Yeah,
was...
it's quite balanced.
I just realized that the breakfast and the lunch and now the dinner all have tomato. Then
Wow.
I have kind of been avoiding them.
I see the
The
Renae
dig out.
tomato.
Yeah. Actually, I love this flavor a lot. lah. There's a bit of a sad story. I haven't even said that you sad already.
Why got sad story when it comes to food?
So I used to have this practice whereby if there's any food that I eat that happens to have tomatoes, right, I will excavate them and then give them to my maternal grandma, who I stay with for majority of my life in Singapore because I don't stay with my parents. My maternal grandparents are the people who they raised me and also they saved me from my depression phase. They were the ones that I SOS when I know I want to kill myself. And also my grandma was the one who walked in on me almost jumping out of the window. I owe her my life and I'm very close to her. She passed away in August last year. She was the first person in my life who passed away. I'm very fortunate to say this, but for the first 29 years of my life, I had never been to a funeral before. The months following her passing, it's just so sad to eat any food that have tomatoes because I'm like, who am I gonna give this to now? This one is a bit like spiritual, so I know that when I put it out there, people will judge and be like, oh my god, girl, you crazy. But people who know me and Hing Sun well and asked us the question when we got married, they know that we didn't plan to have kids so fast. So our plan was to be married for 2 years and then start trying. The reasons being we don't have a house yet and we want to experience, you know, 二人世界 more because we didn't have a very long dating phase. This year marks our 4th anniversary only. And then what happened was at her funeral, she just started like communicating with me. I mean, to put it bluntly, the prayer is very boring. Like you just sit there and hold the joss sticks and listen to the monks chant for quite an extended period of time. So you will zone out and your mind will be a blank or it will start wandering. But I suddenly got very, very strong, very vivid thoughts of like my life with a baby. And it's just like a reality of me and Hing Sun having a baby. I was a bit like, oh, okay, Papa, are you there? Are you trying to tell me something? Then there were like messages of, oh yeah, it's better to try now. If you all delay, maybe next time it will be more difficult. At first I did question like, oh my god, am I being crazy? Is it I own self go and think about it? Then I try to
Like
attribute it.
Yeah, self.
Her presence was definitely there because what happened was I have this male cousin whom she raised as her son. And we always say he is like her #1 宝贝 lah. And if anyone ever like tease him or what, she used to get very angry. So what happened was when we were holding our joss sticks for the prayer and then my cousin was dozing off, then I laughed at him. Immediately after I laughed, I got burned by the joss stick of the person standing behind me. And
it's like a don't make fun of
yeah.
it.
So and it was a very major burn because it was super painful. And then afterwards I asked like my sister to help me check, and then she took a picture. There was like a big burn mark on my shirt.
Shit.
So definitely my grandma was there, and then she was like keeping me in check. Then after the ritual thing, I suddenly like from, yeah, we were thinking about having kids in 2 years. It went to, we need to start now. And then I need to, of course, check whether Heng Sun is okay with it lah. Then he said like, oh yeah, he's okay to start trying. And then I told my sister about it because she's someone very close to me. She's only just started uni this year. Then I told her like, I know this sounds crazy, but Papa sent me a message. And then she said Papa also sent her a message.
Oh shit.
Yeah, the message that my sister received is that my grandma told her like, oh, you really need to focus and be serious about your studies. Then she said she also thought that she was being crazy, that she like, oh, I don't know, is it really Papa communicating with us or what?
That's kind of sweet though.
But I feel like even if people judge me for this and say like, I confirm no such thing, I sell. Even if, let's say it didn't happen, something like a blessing came out of it anyway. So if I want to believe that if it brings me comfort, then I think there's no harm. Oh yeah, and also my grandma, right? She's quite a sassy queen. I used to always spill tea to her.
And then she will give her input.
Yeah, she's like my hype woman, you know. Sometimes I'll go home and I'll be really upset and say like, oh, so and so giving me trouble. Then she'll be like, 哎呀，不要管她啦，她神经病的. And then got one time, me and Heng Sun had a fight and then I cried. And then she told Heng Sun like, if you bully her again, 婆婆会打你.
Oh shit. Heng Sun.
Yeah, then I tell him now, like, you don't anyhow, you don't think she's not here anymore. She probably like,
burn you with the joystick.
Her ghost come and smack you. So the tomatoes are a little tribute to her.
Then your grandfather never eat?
Oh, I'll give him now. So I guess he
will take over he will take over the popo duties.
Yeah. Oh my god, there was a period of time I really like quite crazy because I will not be able to eat food that have tomatoes without looking at it and crying. Then imagine the people are like, what the you hate it that much?
Yeah.
Just dig it out, it's not that big
Like
a deal. Yeah, she cried. She already cried.
But yeah, I believe our loved ones never really leave us.
Oh yeah. And she has visited my dreams quite often. It was me being sad when I saw her and saying like, don't leave. And then she said, it's okay what? Why you want to cry? I'm fine.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I wake up and I faster go to my family chat and say, oh my god, Papa say it's fine and tell us not to cry. Not the laughing through the tears. You look damn crazy.
No, I want to wipe, but like got the chicken on my finger.
Oh my god, stop. Give me one. I miss her.
Alright, so this is your dessert.
Yes.
So healthy.
It's very out of character for me. So I hate fruits my whole life. Last time when my parents asked me to eat an apple a day, right, to keep the doctor away, it's like they want my life, that kind. I hate it. I'll put up such a fight. When I got preggers, I suddenly love fruits.
It's like complete change.
I literally crave it.
So you're the kind of kid that will just suck on the fruit until it noir. Until the parents will
confess something very gross, and I agree that I'm a brat for doing that. But there was once my dear grandparents sliced up some apples for me, and then I don't know what's wrong with me, right? I chew them,
then you spit
and then
out.
I spit it out, and then there's like a pool of water, and then I proudly show to them and say, I made apple juice.
Yuck!
And then
Yuck!
my grandparents, they couldn't control me, so they went to tell my dad. And I got such a big scolding. He's like, what's wrong with you? Why you play with your food? You better stop doing this, you better eat it properly. And then I remember being so angry, like, you don't like my apple juice. I was so young, but somehow I can still recall that there were like, you know, those little fibers floating. And because I spit it out, then got like my saliva.
Okay lah, at least now you don't do it, right?
Imagine I do it now.
Yuck.
Oh my god, gross.
Okay, what's your favorite fruit?
The baby has been craving rock melon a lot.
Oh, so this is rock melon, right?
Yes, and also last time I saw dragon fruit and I'm like, whoa, that looks so exotic and pretty. I bet it tastes bomb. And then I ate it and I'm like, this is some flavorless bullshit right there. But somehow now that I'm pregnant, I really like it.
Nice. Okay,
So
let's dig in. So
my baby is a very healthy baby, I guess. Okay, balance because my baby also
got
like
pizza
Domino's
also.
pizza. They're very juicy.
It's very juicy.
Do you know about the old wives' tale that you eat pineapple when you're pregnant, you get a miscarriage?
Yeah.
Okay, this one is like super TMI, but when I was a TSL intern, right, at 2016, I was still a virgin. This is relevant to the story, I swear. I had a pregnancy scare and I was freaking out in the office. I was so convinced that I'm pregnant and then I like don't know who to tell lah. So I tell Fauzi. Don't know why.
I guess he had the safe house vibe.
Correct. Then he was like, when did you have sex? And then I said, I never have sex, I'm still a virgin. Then he's like, do you know how things work? Have you had sex at? Like, how can you be pregnant if you never have sex? I cannot believe I'm admitting this. Imagine next time my child watch this. So I said, I was fingered. Then I say like, I'm scared that the guy had sperm on his finger, then touch me, then introduce the sperm in me. So I'm so sure that I'm pregnant now and I'm scared. And then I told him that I literally went to the 24-hour family clinic and asked for the plan B.
Yeah.
And then it was like a Chinese auntie who said that I'm not gonna prescribe it to you because you didn't have sexual intercourse. And then I tell her, but I got fingered. And she's like, get out of my consultation. Okay, she never said that, but she didn't give me. So I had to pay $70 just to be lectured by her.
Damn, that's
Then I'm
expensive.
like, in my mind, I was like, okay, auntie, you too old, you don't know fingering. I was like, I feel so sad and alone in this world. No one want to give me plan B, and now I'm gonna have a child at the age of 21. So I apologize for not doing work during work hours, but on my computer I was like panicking and googling. I shit you not, so embarrassing that this is on my search history. I googled how much pineapple do I have to eat to get a miscarriage, and my plan was to go and buy during lunch.
Yeah.
That would be my lunch. So I thought maybe they say like 3 slices from the fruit stall.
You're trying to be Mythbusters, is it? You're trying to be
And then they
Mythbusters.
say like, okay, this is the science. It's the enzyme bromelain. That's also the reason why your tongue kind of gets sensitive. They say like it's such a negligible amount that you have to eat like kilograms of it lah, which what kind of human can stomach that, right? And then I was so sad. I was like, oh my god, so the pineapple method is out the window. What am I gonna do? So I went to tell Fauzi and then he was like, during lunch, I'm gonna bring you to Watson's to buy condoms so that you don't have to
next
be
time.
plagued by this ever again. And then we went and I felt so safe and taken care of.
Aside from that, do you ever have a scare?
That's the thing, like throughout my colourful sexual history, I always felt like it's a bit too good to be true that I didn't get a scare, and that led me to be very scared that I was infertile. I found out that I was unrealistic and impatient when Heng Soon and I tried and we didn't succeed in the first month. I got very frustrated and I was saying that 3rd month still don't have, right? I'm gonna go for tests and checkup already, which is really, really costly. I inquired with this TCM place. It was gonna be like several hundreds just to consult. No test, no nothing, no treatment. Luckily, I spoke to a relative who told me that they tried for close to a full year before they got their kid. And that really put things into perspective for me lah. And then my period is not just super punctual, but it tends to come early. So for the 1st and the 2nd month, it came early. Then I was like, boo, I want a baby. And then the 3rd month, no, I was literally so upset. I looked at the blood and I was like, how dare you? Every time I go toilet and don't have, then I'm like, yay, don't come. Then I expressed my excitement to Heng Soon. And then he's a very logical man. So he say, oh yeah, why you keep thinking about it? You should just not think about it. That
Because
way,
if you think about it, right, you create stress,
it makes sense to you because you're a man.
Oh. Oh, it's a man thing?
I think it's a logic thing.
Okay.
So the day that my period is supposed to come, which by my standard is already quite late, it didn't. I went to buy a pregnancy test, which by right you shouldn't even test so fast because they say like if your period is late for 2 weeks then you should test, right? So I went home and then I pee on it, and then it seemed to be a super faint plus, like opacity level like maybe 5.
Oh shit.
Then I freaked out, then I Google like, oh, what does it mean to have a super faint plus? Then a lot of Reddit posts say that no matter how faint it is, if you can see, right, means it's positive already.
It's like COVID.
So the next day I also take a test and it straight up told me it's negative. But that one is a cheapo brand. So my advice to you guys is don't use non-name brand one because
Also,
the quality is iffy.
It matters.
So, and also I want to say that you should wait until like supermarket open then buy, because at convenience stores the markup $20. Not say like it costs $20 at convenience store, it's $20 more. Isn't that crazy? But I also get it because if you're buying a pregnancy test from a convenience store, that means you definitely in a pickle.
Yeah.
On the third test, then it was like super clear and dark plus sign. Then I was like so emotional, I was gonna cry.
Well, congrats, eh?
Thank you. I showed Sue and Amanda my scan.
Yeah.
And then she was like, I mean this in a really nice way. Then I'm like, oh no, what is she about to
Where
say?
is it?
Then she said, your baby looks like 蜡笔小新.
Hey, where? Can I see? Do you have? Oh, this is the cheek.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Actually look a bit like the
I don't
smile.
mind it.
Yeah.
When
It's
it's
cute,
a
right? It's
baby, it's
cute.
cute.
Since we are done with dessert, actually we have a bonus round.
What? Oh my god, yes! Holy shit.
Luckily my mama shop got downstairs.
I love this a lot. I love how the simplest, cheapest ice creams can actually be so bomb.
Yeah.
No need to buy some like $9 per tiny scoop of gelato. Don't moan.
You actually must lick until flops.
This is the opposite. Usually people lick to make it not lovely.
Okay, so you can finish your tongue.
My lovely treat.
But the next segment, right, because you are preggos.
Oh, there's more?
We're gonna do like pregnancy cravings.
Oh!
Basically, is this potato chips with,
That just sounds like a good time for anyone.
right?
Potato chips are also a good like pregnancy food for women with no appetite because it hits the sodium. I'll put it Nutella side down so you can touch the taste buds.
So nice. Anything you put with Nutella is nice.
For me, it's anything with potato chip.
Oh, really?
Because I love salt.
So is it a yay or nay? Renae? Or re-yay?
Ew!
Re-yay or
It's like
Renae?
yay. Like
Yeah.
nothing controversial about it.
Okay.
Is that cream cheese?
Yes.
Oh! This is a wonderful quality grade.
Actually, this one reminds me of the charcuterie board.
Charcuterie.
Charcuterie?
Charcuterie.
Charcuterie.
I love, yeah, it is. I love charcuterie.
It's okay.
I think I put just the right amount.
A cracker is missing. I want a cracker.
Nay for me. Is it yay for you?
Actually, it's a yay for me because it really just reminds me of the normal charcuterie board. But the cheese, it could be smellier.
Ugh!
Pickle with honey. Ew,
With a
pickle
little-
Rick!
Pop-up dots.
Hey, you watch Rick
I
and
know,
Morty
I
thing.
know.
Oh,
Wow, the honey flavor totally gone.
yeah, nay.
Definitely
Yeah.
nay.
Wow, this one big though. Just now I small.
Oh my god! Don't take the girthy ones.
That's huge.
Ew! It's a shaving. It's an ice cream shaving. Yuck! So gorgeous.
Pickle Rick.
Stop saying that. Whoa! Ew! Ew! Ugh.
Okay, thank you so much. This is the nay.
I'm sad. I wanna go back to the earlier ones, which were yays.
This is the last one already, yeah? Basically, I'm gonna do like a lightning round. First question is, out of all the meals that we had today, who would you want to share this meal with
Aww.
if you could?
Oh my god, so sweet. I mean, I would say Pawpaw, but she will only want to eat the tomato.
Tomato.
She got like very small appetite.
If the meal had a theme song,
Aww.
what would it be? This whole
Oh my
course.
God. Wait, I cannot remember the title, but it's the It's time to begin. Isn't it?
Na 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 say that I Na, 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 na.
I'll never change who I am. What is it called?
Oh, it's time.
Oh, it's
By
not, it's
Imagine
time.
Dragons, yeah.
Oh, Imagine Dragons.
Yeah.
What's the name of the lead guy? Dan?
It's not Dragon. I don't know.
So I've seen TikToks of Imagine Dragons
Oh,
concert.
he's the one who always naked one, right?
Not naked, topless lah, naked.
yeah.
What kind of concert you think it is? But whoa, he's hot. And then people will be like, I am imagining his dragon.
So he's a dragon.
I
Which
mean,
is the song?
you see the lyrics, right?
It's time to begin, isn't it? I get a little bit bigger than... Wait. Why sound so sexual?
No!
He said, it's time to begin, isn't it? I get a little bit bigger, but then...
He's talking about his dragon.
Yeah. I'm just the same as I was. Now don't you understand that I'm never changing who I... Hey, this is about his dick.
Oh my god, don't ruin it! Oh, this was supposed to be uplifting and
I see.
inspirational.
It's uplifting also. Okay, next one is what do you think happens when we die?
Oh my gosh, so deep. I thought about this a lot since last time I want to kill myself, but I don't want to subscribe to any particular religion's idea of death. So I believe that we will live in something like heaven and we will see
Our loved
loved ones, which actually is the thing that kind of made me not kill myself because I think that would be too sad. Like to see my loved ones.
But, hey, why you here so fast?
Huh?
As in
No. As in my living loved ones.
Oh, I
They'll
thought the
be
people.
like crying and be like, why did she kill herself?
What's your ideal life?
Ooh, lots of money.
Since we're talking about life, now we talk about death again.
Oh my god.
What would be your ideal death and
What
funeral?
the shit? Oh, I don't like this.
Die and
Oh,
sleep.
I want to
Die
have
and
a
sleep.
super painless death. And I want to die before Heng Soon so that I won't be so sad.
Okay, funeral? For me, it's Zouk.
Oh,
want to do it in
no.
Zouk. Then they drop me while the bass drop.
Actually, yeah, now that you say that, I want to put together a playlist.
Imagine Dragons again.
No.
Okay, last question. Since it's about your baby,
Oh my
your
god.
baby, what kind of mother would you think you'll be?
I would be firm but not overly strict or protective because my mom was overly protective. Then I a bit abnormal.
What do you mean?
I really very useless or too sheltered.
Ah.
Yeah, I feel like I will end up being the bad cop because I'm very fierce.
Yeah.
And then Heng Soon will just be the silly goofy.
I don't see him soon being
He will just
bad cop.
act a fool together with the kid, and together they piss me off.
Do you have any last words or well wishes for any your baby?
I can't wait to be you. And wishing everyone good health and their dreams to come true.
Let's take a photo.
I love that.
1, 2, 3. Oh,
Sorry, I
Damn.
disregarded your countdown.
we actually have tons of snacks here.
Anything?
Yeah.
What if I choose the garlic powder?
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Oh wow. I love the
Shopping,
guest
what you want?
welfare. I'll get the chocolate Hello Panda.
Chocolate Hello Panda.
Yay!
Hey, actually, do you like this?
No,
You don't like?
it's too milky.
Here you go.
Thank you.